Well, John Hamm served as former Vice President Dick Cheney's national security advisor, and he's now a senior counsel at the Foundation for Defense of Democracies, and he joins us now. John, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you, Jenna.
Defense Secretary James Mattis said he was humbled by the largest defense budget in history, but now it sounds like it wasn't enough money. What does that mean for the future of the military, John?
Well, this is a very alarming report, Jenna. It basically says that if the U.S. is not able to sustain the kind of defense increases that President Trump allowed for 2018, 2019 over the next decade or so, the United States risks real strategic insolvency and the danger that we could lose regional wars in critical theaters of operations, including a possible conflict with China over Taiwan or Russia over the Baltic states.
Now, this report out by a commission of bipartisan experts says the U.S. would suffer unacceptably high casualties and even lose a war against, say, China or Russia. How dire, John, is this warning?
It's a real dire warning. This is a flashing red light to the American president and the American Congress that they really need to pay attention to the question of whether or not we've got enough resources, if we know how to fight and win these wars with major peer competitors in China and Russia in particular, who have spent the last several decades building up capabilities to challenge and defeat the United States in areas that have been key to American security and prosperity now for several decades.
And the report did agree with the goal of the president to massively overhaul the military, but said that the overhaul wasn't happening quick enough. Is it possible to speed that up at all?
It's very difficult, I think, particularly now we do have a Democratic Congress coming into place, being able to sustain these kinds of defense increases. The commission actually talks about 3 to 5% increases year over year. That's going to be, I think, very, very difficult without some major rejiggering of our entire American budget.
Yeah, John, what is the solution then?
Well, the solution, I think, is for the president and the Congress to figure out a way to get together to understand the kind of national emergency and challenges that we face and figure out a bipartisan way forward to meet what, after all, is the first obligation of our national government under the Constitution, which is to provide for our common defense.
John Hanna, thank you so much. Good to see you, sir.
Thank you.